Welcome to part 96 of Persona 5 Royal, and sadly, we're gonna have to go to sleep. God have mercy. And now it's time for the series of events that pisses me off about this palace. The palace itself is not the problem. It's the series of events that lead to it that's the problem. And that's my take on why people went not like it.
Hey, sis.
You just got back from your trip and you're already studying? How diligent.
I have souvenirs for you.
The principal of Shujin Academy has passed away.
Huh?
He suddenly stopped while crossing the road and was struck by a large vehicle. Death by external trauma. They say suicide seems to be a strong possibility.
Principal Kobayakawa committed suicide?
But would someone about to kill themselves try to go to the police station? He even used a taxi to get there.
Do you mean this might be another incident?
Even if he had a sudden shift in his state of mind, it's still unnatural. I can only suspect that he had a change of heart.
Are you saying he was targeted by the Phantom Thieves? But that's impossible!
How are you so certain?
Well, in prior cases, the changes of heart seem to be done to make people confess their crimes. It's hard to explain, but this incident seems contradictory to their usual modus operandi.
Did Principal Kobayakawa seem any different to you lately?
I don't really know. He rarely contacted the students, after all.
I see. Could something have happened during the school trip? Oh, you're studying. I'm sorry to bother you. Makoto? Never mind, it's nothing. Just don't get dragged into trouble, okay?
This is bad. I'd better tell the others.
By the way, I bet you're wondering what kind of series of events I'm referring to. Well, let's put it to you like this. Oh, by the way, this scene is actually new for Royal, because we would immediately go into the actual class, answer the question, and go straight into the next arc. But what series of cutscenes I'm talking about? Real simple. The ones where Morgana's jealousy just gets the better of himself and pretty much compromises everyone. But wait. It gets worse. How worse are we talking? Because of the fact that Morgana compromised everyone with his little antics. Needless to say, we end up falling into the most obvious trap and the most obvious blackmail just in time for my personal least favorite palace of the game. So with that said, time to gag at the series of events that's about to happen. See you when the next cutscene's over.
This has to be about you-know-what, right? With the principal.
We will now begin the emergency morning assembly. As many of you may already know, Principal Kobayakawa passed away yesterday.
I wonder if that suicide rumor's for real. It happened in front of the police station, didn't it? I think I was passing through there at the time.
The principal had been working hard to restore peace ever since the incident with Mr. Kamoshida. He only wished for everyone to be able to lead a normal school life, and because of that love...
Love? Bullshit, he was covering something up. Everyone's been talking about it.
Maybe it wasn't suicide. Do you think the Phantom Thieves took him down?
The Phantom Thieves? Do they kill people?
I mean, Kamoshida did say he was gonna kill himself to make up for everything he did.
That would be amazing. Either way, it serves that principal right.
Hell no! We didn't do jack shit!
people gonna blame us for this too?
I would like to see everyone live up to our late principal's wishes as proud Shujin students, and
I had noticed traces of tampering. Does that mean you truly took the data from my laptop? No matter how I think about it, that would have been impossible unless Makoto was helping you. But she would never do something so foolish. And is it true that you were completely uninvolved with the Kobayakawa case? What does this mean? But I suppose targeting someone at Shujin again and actually taking their life would be nonsensical. I have no reason to believe everything you've said. However, it seems you aren't the type of person who would lie just to protect themselves. I will acknowledge what I must. It's more efficient that way.
Oh goody, we're at rank 4. Folks, if you're wondering why I'm less enthused about going up rank 4, seriously, they should not have taken away the Arcana Burst and made it a Confidant gift for rank 10. They could have had something better and keep the Arcana Burst.
In any case, let's move on to the topic at hand. If you saw my investigation data, you would have had the same suspicions I did about Okumura. And if you looked into his palace, you should have seen the answer to those suspicions. Tell me, what did the Phantom Thieves do to Okumura? What did you learn from him? Why did it turn out as it did? I need you to tell me everything.
Before we talk about the data we got from Sis, we need to discuss the incident with the principal.
People are already talking about it online.
Nobody's saying it's because of the Phantom Thieves. So far.
People think he did it because that tabloid exposed how he was covering up Kamoshida's abuses.
Could it be that we're responsible for Principal Kobayakawa's suicide?
What do you mean?
If we hadn't changed Kamoshida's heart, maybe this never would have happened.
But then Kamoshida would have kept doing what he did if we didn't go and take him down.
There's a lot of opinions online. It's only natural that he died. Covering up crimes is wrong.
The comments I've seen are similar as well. Only the Phantom Thieves are on our side. I wish the Phantom Thieves would take down the police and the politicians of this country.
It's not just the news. There's even Phantom Thieves merchandise now. I never expected we'd end up such a big deal.
It seems like the public would rather believe in us than in the adults. People are trying to get the Phantom Thieves to solve societal problems, not just personal ones.
This is kinda scary.
Are we really doing the right thing?
I mean, the principal was covering stuff up, right? I guess he got what was coming to him.
That's...
Whoa, guys, let's get back on topic. Weren't we going to discuss the data we obtained from Nijima?
You tell them, Minari.
Why me? First, Prosecutor Nijima has been looking into the continued cases of people suddenly collapsing. It seems she is searching for a common thread to tie them all together. Some parts seem to be speculation, but she has cited a beneficiary of the majority of these incidents. The corporation Okumura Foods. More prominently, its CEO, Kunikazu Okumura.
Okumura? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere.
From Big Bang Burger.
Big Bang Burger? For real?
You know, they only got famous sometime in the past few years. They even had a branch in Hawaii.
It says here they benefited both from scandals and the resignations of their competitors' executives.
That would seem to be the case.
This is too suspicious, though. Only one CEO is profiting from these seemingly accidental incidents. I think it's natural to suspect he's intentionally causing them.
I get that, but still.
We have even more evidence than that. Tell them, Futaba.
I already tried putting Okumura's name in the nav. He has a palace for sure.
That settles it then. He's totally our next target.
That's right. Okumura is at the top of the rankings after all.
Hold on. That doesn't necessarily mean he's evil. If we jump into this too carelessly. Beyond that, this Phantom Thieves fad is unsettling.
Yeah, the excitement levels don't feel normal. We might want to let things calm down a bit first.
You too, On? You're just gonna go against what people want?
Huh? No, but...
For real?
Looks like we're not gonna agree today then.
Sheesh, some team you are. What's with all the hesitation? I can't stand this. Even you, Ryuji. You just back down the second someone disagrees with you.
What?
I guess all you've been talking about is using the Phantom Thieves' name to pick up girls anyway. Being hyped up because of the popularity is fine, but getting conceited over it is unacceptable.
Hey! Aren't you acting for your own benefit here too?
My appearance might have changed, but I'm still an admirable human. At the very least, I'm more admirable than some carnal blonde monkey.
You little...
Fine. I can take on some small-time target like Okumura on my own. Sorry, but it looks like I'll be getting the credit for solving the mental shutdown mystery.
Well, she was more useful than you, as a matter of fact.
Hey, that's inexcusable! I'm going to show you who the useless one actually is.
Alright then, bring it on!
Ryuji, stop!
Looks like I don't belong here after all. Well, this is goodbye.
Morgana, wait!
See you.
I bet he's back in no time. Damn it!
I'm a human. I have to be. Alright. I've managed by myself before, and I can do it again now. I just need to take down Okumura before those guys do. Huh? That kitty.
I can't believe this. The public believes in the justice of the Phantom Thieves. They have no interest in that principle.
I'm experiencing equal levels of frustration. My comments on TV turned everyone against me. Then again, I won't allow mere criticism to break my spirit so easily.
We won't keep letting ourselves be defeated either. My suspicion after the hackers case last month is now conviction thanks to the principal's death. The mental shutdown cases and the psychotic breakdowns are surely the Phantom Thieves' doing.
I remember the data you showed me about Okumura Foods. Is that the basis for these beliefs?
There have been frequent occurrences of mental shutdowns surrounding Okumura recently. If only there was a clear connection between him and the Phantom Thieves. Well, it would be problematic if there wasn't one.
So, you're jumping the gun here. You really told a man you would terminate his parental authority based purely on your speculation? I'm surprised you would say such a thing to the owner of a cafe you frequent.
It's all for the sake of the case.
You may have the backing of the SIU's director, but you've been far too aggressive, Sai-san. You're trespassing into police territory. Don't say nobody warned you if this becomes an issue later.
My superiors told me the same thing.
We first need to know what methods the Phantom Thieves are using. The police can't make a move unless that becomes apparent, after all.
This opponent can't be caught by following the rules. What need is there to stick to formalities?
So, you wish to ignore protocol in order to reform society. I hope you realize that's no different than what the Phantom Thieves are doing. It's a shame. Especially since we both want to capture the culprit behind the psychotic breakdowns.
I'm really messed up.
Shall we dispose of it?
Leave it be. We do not have time to waste on a solitary feline.
Is this really impossible alone? How horrible! What? I can't see. Who's there? Hester. Ugh.
Hey, have you seen Morgana? Me too. I just kinda expected he'd come home when he got hungry. Oh, maybe he went to someone else's place. Let's ask. Aren't they all being way too cold about this? Oh well. Have a good day.
Oh yeah, that's right. Last part, Kobayakawa got isekai'd. So, unfortunately, the school will have to announce it. But in all honesty, ladies and gentlemen, does anyone really care that Kobayakawa is truly dead? Even though it shouldn't be right to think that way. Unfortunately, he was complicit in ruining a lot of kids' lives. So, yeah, nobody has any good faith for him. And meanwhile, the teacher here is pretty much talking about the Okumura Way, which, ironically, is not a book, but it is... Oh, by the way, that's the answer to the question I'm talking about, but the Okumura Way is not a book. It was supposed to be a book for you to read in the original edit in the game, but it's been, removed. Just like a good number of things in the code. There are people who are actually using mods to get stuff that's still in the code, but unfortunately, they couldn't get it all. And even then, they can only do it on PC and not the PS4.
Intruder, after them. Where did they go? We must find them.
Another one has been located. Be on guard. There are 2 of them. Divide and pursue.
Intruders discovered. Commencing pursuit protocol.
Mona's still not home.
I'm sure he'll come back when he gets hungry.
On to our next story. Late last night, multiple glass windows were found shattered at the Okumura Foods corporate headquarters. Other damages have also been reported, including the destruction of a statue depicting Mr. Okumura.
Wonder if someone's got a grudge against that guy.
However, there were no signs of a break-in. Identifying the culprit is expected to be difficult.
Speaking of being compromised, you think you could just go out at night without Morgana? Well, no. No, you cannot. The dumbass ran off to Okumura's palace on his own, thinking he could do everything by himself. I mean, Ryuji's right, he sucks as a navigator, Ryuji is also right. He can't really tell the weaknesses of enemies, which is Makoto's thing. And he's probably one of the worst fighters in... Oh, actually, no, he's the worst fighter in the game. Because An and Makoto pretty much make up for the magic. And Joker's an all-around, whereas Ryuji and Yusuke are the brawlers, and Futaba is somebody who gives the buffs. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. You want to know why? Because a certain someone is not on the team. So we're going to have to unfortunately wait for plot to kick in and for us to reconcile, which is unfortunately going to be in the next part, in order for us to fully and completely go after Okumura. And oh look, my birthday is going to be this part where we actually start the goddamn palace. Why, Atlas? What have I done to you, man? Why does my birthday have to be where some of the bullshit parts of the game happen? I mean, Okumura's palace is a bullshit, but this shit with Morgana most definitely is. Seriously, man, I didn't even do you nothing. I mean, I know you could just put any event, any day, but why does everything bad always have to happen on the 15th when it comes down to Persona? And while I stop to think about it, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, the end of the world was on the 15th of September! What have I ever done to you, man? Come on! Oh, wait. Yeah, that's the only Shin Megami Tensei game I played. Oh, Soul Hackers! Also, on the 15th of September when you fight the final boss, and pretty much the entirety of the game. There was like no set time, but the time was literally September 15th. What did I ever do to you guys? Come on! Cut me some slack here, y'all! Seriously! Oh, right, we're about to go into the palace. And we're about to be compromised. Just thought I'd let you know.
Holy crap, this place is huge.
It is the headquarters of a large corporation, after all.
If anything, getting into the real building is impossible.
Mona seriously went to a palace based on somewhere like this?
It's definitely on a different scale than the ones we've dealt with previously.
I searched Okumura online. He's totally up to something. Don't you think he's guilty too? I'm positive I'm right.
We're here for Mona.
I know. We gotta make sure we squeeze the juice on those mental shutdown things out of him too.
You said you found the palace keywords, right, Futaba?
The corporate HQ is outer space.
Huh? The hell?
Oh, so that's why it's called Big Bang Burger. Big Bang is space lingo, you know?
Not necessarily. So the concept behind the store branch name came from the CEO himself.
Outer space, How exciting.
We better be able to breathe once we get in there.
Is everyone ready? I'm activating it now.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
You're already considered threats?
President Okumura must be on guard, what with everything that's been in the news.
That bastard. He's just causing more trouble for us.
Whoa.
It's as though we're in a film. I wish I brought my sketchbook.
Here we go, folks. It's time for the palace that not many people like. And what you're listening to is the song Sweatshop. But before we do, we're going to trade out Ryuji for Yusuke. Oh, just call it a hunch, we're going to need him. I might end up having to change up my whole lineup by the time we actually infiltrate the palace proper. But in my opinion, this is overhated. This palace is literally overhated. The events leading up to it, I can understand why people hate it. But the palace itself, it is completely and totally overhated. I mean, yeah, it's got difficulty. Don't get it twisted. There is some difficulty here. But then again, in a game that is relatively easy, whether it's Persona 5 or the expansion, which is Persona 5 Royal, yeah, it's pretty damn easy compared to other Persona games, actually.
What is that?
Robots? There are tons of them.
They all have the Big Bang Burger logo.
They're saying something. You must adhere to your shifts. If you don't like it, you can quit. However, you will not be compensated.
What are they talking about?
Oh!
They said it's being disposed of.
These robots are part of Okumura's cognition, correct? That means they represent...
This is pure speculation, but this is most likely how the workers of Okumura Foods are viewed by their CEO.
So he thinks they're his robots?
If they're treated like this in reality as well, then the company truly is exploiting them.
See? Okumura is a piece of shit, just like I said!
Mona is our main objective here.
He doesn't seem to be anywhere nearby. Let's search further in.
Damn it.
Well, this infiltration is about to come to an end, unfortunately. The brief infiltration. However, we have to proceed further in order for us to continue. And there are no enemies for now, but we will, most likely have, 2 or 3 infiltrations before we actually get things back on track. Unfortunately, we've ran into a brick wall. A brick wall which needs identification in order for us to even remotely proceed through the palace. But the ironic part is, Morgana has compromised us because if you happen to see the cutscene, he was with somebody with floofy hair. Yeah, about that.
What the hell's up with this?
Look at it. There's no way we can force that thing open.
We've hit a blockade quite early, but we have to control the real Okumura's cognition to pass.
Oh, that means Mona hasn't been able to proceed any further either. So if he's here in the palace, he would have to be somewhere before this door.
Halt, Vigilante!
Who's that?
Those clothes. Could she be?
A black mask? Wait, is she the one Madarame and Kaneshiro were talking about?
So, she's the reason for all those people going brain dead? It was a girl this whole time?
Are you the one who has been following us?
Say something, damn it!
Enough of your misunderstandings.
Mona!
You're okay!
Long time no see, Panther.
Hasn't been that long.
If you came for the treasure, you should just go home with your tail between your legs.
Actually, we were looking for you.
The treasure will be taken by me, and this beauty thief.
Beauty thief?
I'll have you know she's a Persona user too. My name is Beauty Thief.
She really called herself that?
Any tension that was in the air has just gone out the window.
We will take the treasure.
Mona already said that.
You are not qualified to be phantom thieves. Do you even understand what it means to be a phantom thief? An admirable phantom thief is... Yeah, tell them! You! What do you think it means?
God and Jesus and the Holy Ghost, please give me strength to get through this cringe. As funny as it is, it's still cringe on Morgana's part, because all this idiot had to do was to say what was on his mind and actually get his thoughts out, and people would more than likely understand and muse with him, which is pretty much the whole part of human nature, yet this guy does this shit right here. This right here is the reason why I do not like the arc leading up to Okumura's palace.
Yes, that's right. Enough with the idle chit-chat.
You started it.
Mona, who the hell is she?
Wait, I'll fix this. You!
Me?
Learn to take a hint.
Huh?
And you're very vulgar and very stupid.
What?
What was it again?
You came all the way here just to say that.
I don't know. Kinda feels like she ain't dangerous at all.
We will take the treasure.
You already said that.
We don't have time to chat.
No point. It won't open.
Don't underestimate us.
Behind you!
Here they come.
Huh? Huh? Snap out of it. We need to go.
We'll meet up later at our usual spot. Let's hurry!
Oh, hey.
Bet you're tired.
That was quite rough. I haven't felt exhaustion like this since I first awakened to my persona.
What have you been looking at all this time?
Sorry, I just didn't want to stand around and wait. The burglary at Okumura Foods is circulating the news again.
Ugh, damn it. Why'd they keep coming after only me? It's all 'cause Little Miss Beauty Thief opened that door.
That door most likely had a biometric authentication lock. So how'd she get it to open?
I wonder who that girl could be.
We were told that she's a persona user, correct? Do you believe it's true?
Well, she did look like one.
Did Mona betray us? Yeah.
I don't think he's betrayed us. If he had, it'd make more sense for him to directly threaten us, such as exposing our identities.
Either way, how the hell's Morgana related to that beauty thief?
Considering her tone and physique, she looked about our age.
I feel like I've seen her somewhere.
For real? Where at?
At school, I think?
Wait, what? But now that you mention it, I feel like I've seen her too.
Is she a student of Shujin?
I just feel like that's the case. She did have a mask on, after all. The registry in the student council room has photos of every student. Let's check them all tomorrow. If we can figure out the identity of the beauty thief, that may help us regain contact with Morgana.
Futaba and I should further probe into Okumura Foods then. It'd be best if we investigate how sudden mental shutdowns are connected to them.
We're gonna take them down.
Well, the tomfoolery does not stop. Oh no, far from it, ladies and gentlemen. It is basically a shit show, to say the least. Because Morgana is going to give us the runaround until we actually have Haru helping us out. Yeah, that's probably the person we're going to be looking for in order for us to unmask the beauty thief. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to end it here. Next time you will see me It will be, well, for Persona anyway, it will be the following week because I'm taking a 3-day hiatus. I'll see you all next time. Take care.